Thank you so very much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible? Good. And Ankush, the first part was brutally slicingly true. Really, it is true. Competition. I mean, I have a theme which is hinging on that. Alright, so let me take a pause and moment to soak in the excitement of being on this side of the stage. It feels really great, trust me. I remember my MBA days when industry people used to show up and talk good things. It used to feel good. It still feels good today. The opportunity to share what we have learned, what we have experienced after we crossed the boundaries of the institution, that's very enriching. So I'm here I was thinking what to talk because the topic is very interesting. Advances in business and management techniques. And I understand that in the morning, many techniques have been explained by Dr. Patel. So I'm glad that has happened because I thought I will not touch that. What I am thinking to touch is the more fundamental aspect. Why? So we have these business techniques that you would learn. You keep learning. It's a perennial subject. It is continuous. You have learned something, you would continue to learn. But one thing I would urge you to keep in your mind always, why we are learning these new things, the advancements. That's very important. Because imagine yourself as the professional after MBA, working, earning money, or doing your own business. Whatever that you do, these techniques are going to be very useful. But what is most important for you to understand, in a given scenario, which techniques are going to help you the most? A judgment of that is very important. You will be crowded with techniques, tools, information, knowledge. How and which one you must use, that is very important for you to understand. So I would urge you, in your 2 years or whatever number of months that you have, and throughout your lifetime of professional career, make sure that you are finding enough time to be judgmental about how you plan to use your tools and information. That's very important. Okay, so now, since we are talking about the why part of techniques, I would like to ask this question to you, if you allow me. Why do you think you need to learn all these? Anybody? If you don't have mic, just shout. Imagine this is a rooftop and you're shouting. You have a chance now. Anybody? Any thought? Why you are learning all these new techniques?
Tackle with dynamic environment.
I'm sorry?
To tackle with dynamic environment.
To manage the dynamism. Okay, that's a good one. What else? Anybody else? What is the fundamental? And I have a tip for you. Ankush covered that very aggressively.
To tackle competition.
There you go. Competition. Whatever that you learn is fundamentally to be better than the others. That's at an individual level. At a business level, when you apply tools and techniques being part of a company or your own business, you aspire to beat competition. So that's very important aspect. And in a business, you are in multiple stages. Imagine you are in a multinational global company. And imagine you are in a startup. In both scenarios, you want to beat competition. Would you be following the same techniques, same tools? Why not? Why not? Anybody?
You can't beat the new change with an old technique.
Okay, what is new today would be old tomorrow.
That's why change is constant.
Sure, but then the question is, in an environment where you are in a global or multinational company and you are in a startup, in these two scenarios, would you be applying the same tools and techniques to beat competition?
Not for start, no.
No, why? Why? problem with your vocal cords? Everybody has cough and cold? Feeling sleepy? Hungry? Alright, so I'll make it real quick. Yes, competition. That's extremely important. Whatever you do, individual, business, you must be able to keep in mind that you're competing. And the various tools and technologies and techniques that you will learn, they are fundamentally to make you a better person, better employee, better business person, better company, the best company in the world. If you look at the evolution of this whole business as such, during Great Depression, the 30s actually is a formation of this modern business, where during the Great Depression, it was realized that what happens when you have too much of supply and no demand. That's what happened in Great Depression. Before that, people were not really much worried about, being competitive, convincing somebody that buy mine and not others. But after that, people realized that if I don't convince you that buy mine and not others, nobody would purchase my product or my offerings. So since then, this whole thing started. And it continued to evolve. And the shape of competition has also evolved. It continued through 60s and 70s and 80s. But when we had enough skilled people in the form of MBAs, Masters in Business Administration. So you are supposed to be administrators of business in a good way. When the industry had, the world had quite a few and substantial amount of skilled people, they realized that competition is taken care of. You would continue to take care of competition. Another new thing that came into focus as far as the management techniques are concerned. Anybody has any clue what is that? And tell it quickly because you're hungry. No? Okay. Wealth generation. So after a certain point of time, people started realizing that it doesn't really make it complete for a person to work in a large company. What is important, or a small company, or a startup, challenge. What is important is how much wealth the person has generated, being part of an organization or being part of a business. And then this whole focus on HR, in a way, started off, where people realized that it's something like that the human resource is more like ocean. We have 2/3 of water in the world, but that is not palatable. You need to process it to make it drinking water. Human resource is like that. We are all here, we also, all included. We are raw. And the industry situations, challenges shape us up. And we keep moving forward. So the wealth that we are generating for ourselves is something that is very important for us to understand. So the techniques started coming up. The HR came into focus. Talent management, talent development. All these things came into picture more and more. So today, when we talk about advancements of management techniques and business techniques, there are two fundamental reasons. One is competition, the other is wealth generation. Many of you have said, few of you have said that you are going to do jobs. That's fine. Some of you said that you want to contribute to society or make your own business. Somebody answered nicely, I like that. Make money and make sure that others also are able to make money. So you want to be entrepreneur and so on. That's a good answer. So whatever you do, make sure that you are keeping two things in mind, competition and wealth generation. Alright? Now I realize that I will be completing this part of the discussion in about 10-15 minutes time. So I can stop now, or I can go on a little bit more to talk about another interesting point of perspective. Choice is yours. Continue?
Yes, sir.
Are you really serious?
Yes.
You are nice people.
Thank you.
Okay. The other interesting aspect, and it's really interesting.